Let's talk filmmaking. There's a film which has been talked about a little bit in the last little while on social media, and it's been prompted by some, well, you have to say, unfortunate local events. The name of the film is called Piggy. Matt Norman is the director. Now, he will be familiar to Ballarat listeners as a local director. And he's with me in the studio. And Matt, good morning.
Thanks, Steve, for having me.
Tell me about Piggy, and then after we talk a bit about what it is, we'll introduce our two other guests in the studio.
Yeah, so Piggy was brought about several months ago when I heard of a young woman, Bridie Cox, a young girl actually, who was 15 years old, who took her life. And it wasn't long after her boyfriend, Nick Watts, also took his life. That was scary for me to hear that two people in Ballarat had done that at such a young age. And then when I did a little bit more study, I realised that six other children had done the same thing. And that was the most scariest statistic I've ever heard from Ballarat. So the more study I did, I started then reaching out to all the families of these people and these kids and realised that this was a serious problem.
Yeah. So from there, you decided to do something professionally. You're a filmmaker, so it's write a film.
Yeah.
The film is called Piggy. Who's with us in the studio this morning?
Okay, so we've got Inez, who actually has just been cast as the lead Piggy or Sarah in the film, and also Charlie Norman, who plays her best friend Mitch.
Rightio. Inez and Charlie, good morning. Welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Why did you guys want to be involved in this as a project, Inez?
I think it's a really important film, and obviously I love acting. It's what I want to do, and it's a really important film within this community, and I just really wanted to get involved.
What about you, Charlie?
Acting is mainly my career choice for when I want to get out of school. So Piggy was definitely the best starting point to go for, since I'm already familiar with it, sort of.
The topic itself, how familiar are you guys with the topic locally? As in, you're both teenagers, you're both still at school. So is this a conversation that everyone's having about what's going on in this community, Inez?
I definitely think it's a conversation. I mean, in recent events with all the tragedy that's happened, it's definitely come up, and it's a conversation that I think needs to happen and that has been happening. So yeah, I mean, it's definitely something that's being brought up.
Rightio. Have you guys acted before?
We've acted mostly in school plays, but never really on film.
Right, Charlie,
Yes.
have you acted before on film?
On film? No, not at all.
Okay, despite your links to the director.
Despite my links to the director.
Yeah, and it's funny too because a lot of people thought he was a shoo-in, but the amount of audition he had to do compared to everyone else was horrific. But one of the big things for me was that we've got international stars involved in this. Miles Pollard from McLeod's Daughters. We've got Robert Morgan, who just played opposite Brad Pitt in Babylon and Hacksaw Ridge and stuff like that. Big actors, even Pippa Grandison from people our age would know, Muriel's Wedding. So great actors, and I wanted to audition only Ballarat people. So we opened it up for all Ballarat schools.
I did see that on your social media. Why?
Because I wanted to have a very, very big rehearsal process, because a lot of this stuff that we're dealing with, we've changed. The reason why it's called Piggy is because it's about the old film Lord of the Flies. And in Lord of the Flies, there was a character called Piggy who had glasses, was overweight, had asthma, and was bullied all the way through the film, and then ultimately was killed by the other tribes people. And so we're doing Lord of the Flies as a play in this film, but this time we've changed the role. So Sarah here, or Inez, is playing Piggy, and her life mimics or mirrors what happens in the play. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to get Ballarat locals together, because we're going to shoot the whole thing here in Ballarat, and we need heaps of rehearsal time, because we've Shakespeareanized the script to make, because we couldn't get the rights to Lord of the Flies.
Yep.
So I've had to Shakespeareanize it, and that what one of the reasons is that we need everyone to rehearse for a long time. So I needed people local.
Yeah, okay. Are you guys familiar with Lord of the Flies? Had you studied that at all?
We haven't studied it, but yeah, definitely familiar. I mean, it's a classic.
Familiar.
When you auditioned, had you seen the script as it was? Did you know what you were getting yourselves into with Matt's writing?
No, we didn't.
No, I left the script away. They got a really good Shakespearean side of the script because I needed to see that they could do that. It was probably, like, I've auditioned as an actor a million times. I would say this was the hardest script I could give them at the time, and the 5 main people who actually got through the script process, they were the ones that actually did it really well. And the other people I should say is Declan Eden, Lucy Leviston and Joe Appleton, apart from Inez and Charlie. And they did so well with the script that then after their audition, then I gave them the script and said, okay, have a read and let me know how difficult this is going to actually be.
Rightio. I'll come back to you in a sec, Matt. How do you guys feel about, at the start of an acting career, working alongside the actors that Matt's just mentioned? Charlie? Some of those bigger names.
I'm super excited for Robert Morgan, especially. I recently watched Hacksaw Ridge, and he was one of the colonels on there, and watching his performance, I was like, wow, I get to work with this dude. I'm super excited.
Yeah.
Inez, what about you?
I mean, the names are amazing, and working alongside these people is, particularly for a first feature film, is the greatest opportunity anyone could be given. I mean, you know, Miles Pollard, like all these names, it's just incredible to be working with them at such a young age.
Indeed. Now, Matt, the film itself, this is a full-length feature you're working on?
Full feature,
because you've Salute is the one you're best known for. You've done a lot of other short films and things, but this is a full-length feature.
Yes.
When will it be out there to be seen?
So it'll be released end of next year. We're hoping, we've got to try and organise the shooting for holiday seasons for these guys, because next year they're in year 12. So we've got to take advantage of holiday season for them. So all the teenage role stuff will be done during school holidays, and all the adult stuff, it doesn't really matter. That'll be done around the same time, but you know, that'll be over the school holiday period as well. So we're looking at shooting about mid next year. We're currently raising funds for it, both as a crowdfunder, but we're also going to be going to state and federal government funding bodies as well.
Rightio. Matt Norman, nice to see you again.
Great to see you again.
Inez Demirceviren, nice to meet you. Charlie Norman, nice to meet you as well. I hope you enjoy it.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Matt, Charlie and Inez, the film is Piggy, and the local cast, along with the big names, has now been announced, and we'll just have to wait and see how it all goes with this very long audition process that Matt has planned. ABC Ballarat, ABC Southwest Victoria, ABC Gippsland and ABC Central Victoria. That's it from me for today. Have a great day. It's 9 o'clock. Time for news.